Hi, Virgo. This is Eileen with your 20 Psychic Tarot card reading. And you've got some interesting cards here for you. It looks like you've been working. You're working really hard, maybe putting in long hours between your job. Maybe you're going to school and working or whatever that you're feeling overburdened in. However, you've got a lot of strength with you and you're pushing through and getting things done. You have some endings going on in certain areas of your life, and then things take off going fast for you. So it's some interesting things, transitions and that sort of thing going on. And this is a general reading, so some of these cards might resonate with you and others not. If I'm doing a private reading, then I'm just focusing in on your circumstances. Now, the Ace of Swords here. Ace of Swords is saying that you're going to have really sharp mental clarity in the month of June. So you'll be able to cut through the fog and see things, see people for how they are. So if there's any source of confusion, or whether it's about your work, your career, some money situation, or maybe relationship matters, you'll have a lot sharper vision. You'll really be able to cut through the fog and see what's going on and make good, sound decisions for yourself. I do get a lot of strength from this card, and you've also got the card of strength in the month of, but I'm getting a lot of strong energy from this Ace of Swords card for you. I feel like in some cases, some Virgos, that you have had some situation going on with people, dealing with people, where you haven't felt like you're in control of some circumstances that you feel you should be in control over. Almost like maybe you've had some people telling you something, misleading you or not giving you the whole story about a situation. This could be business related. For some people, it could be a personal matter. I'm feeling for some Virgos, this is business related, where it's just been kind of this haze, this kind of fogginess, like what is going on that they're not telling me everything. Well, this is going to really come to your advantage in the month of where you're just going to be much more take charge and just cut through the fog here and make decisions for yourself and not be letting people keep you on hold or keep you in the dark about things. That's what I'm getting pretty strong for some Virgos, because I am getting different scenarios for different people, but I get a lot of good strength feelings with that card. Next card you have is of Wands. And you've got the Nine of Wands, all about working hard, feeling burdened, overburdened. And you've been down this road before because you're very hardworking. Anyway, you make a habit of working hard. You take on a lot of responsibilities, and you might sometimes even take on more responsibilities than you should. I feel some of you have family responsibilities that you take on that you just do. Like you're just taking care of family members. It might be some older members of your family in addition to maybe kids. But I'm feeling some of you take on the responsibility of watching over older family members. Maybe it's a parent or two parents or a brother or a sister or some relatives in the family or something like that I'm getting for some Virgos. And plus whatever your own responsibilities for yourself, your own home, your job, that sort of thing. And it's a burden. It's a heavy burden for you to carry, but you keep going and you keep doing this. And the advice of this card is to step back, look at your circumstances objectively, see if there's some way you can streamline things or maybe allocate some of those burdens and some of those responsibilities to other people, see if you can kind of add more balance to your life. And this Nine of Wands is a similar scenario here of working, like, sometimes it's like you're just exhausted. It's like, when am I going to get there? But you've been down this road before. I feel like this is nothing new for you. And you keep going. You've got so much strength. And you've got the strength card right there above that one. Page of Pentacles. Now, this is one of your cards. The Pentacles do relate to the earth signs of Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Page of Pentacles is saying you've got some good news coming your way about money, about finances, something business related, possibly even something academic, or possibly some kind of a gift of value you might receive. You might have, you might find out you're getting some money, receiving money that was owed to you that you were waiting on, or you weren't sure when you were getting it. Someone you loaned money to, or someone who owes you money for one reason or another, whether it's personal or business. that maybe you weren't even expecting to get it right now, or you didn't think you'd be getting that much. You find out it's better than what you thought, like maybe you're getting the full amount you're owed, or maybe it's more money coming to you than you thought was. Something along those lines. It's good news. In some cases, you might receive something else of value, maybe some property, maybe something like that comes your way. Some people could get an inheritance or that type of thing too. And sometimes this card has to do with good news academically, like getting accepted to a particular school, or getting maybe a scholarship or something for a particular school that you wanted to attend, that type of thing. But it's good news for you coming your way in about your money, about your finances, and it'll be welcome news for you. And so also, now this could also relate to getting a job if you're applying for a new job, or applying for promotion, transfer, that type of thing. It could even relate to something like that. Now, also, the pages as individuals, they can be someone that's kind of young in age. For some Virgos, like if you're in your 30th, that Page of Pentacles could relate to someone on the romantic level that could be coming your way also. And that could end up being a very nice friendship that could turn into a romance. That's if you're like in that young age bracket, maybe in the... Otherwise, this could mean good news coming to you money-wise or work, career. Next card, the Strength card. This is a major arcana destiny card, and it is showing you're going to have this confidence, this calm confidence inside of you in the month of when people will pay attention to you. Whatever ideas you want to get across in the workplace, or if you're applying for a job, applying for a promotion, people are going to take you seriously. Not only that, you're going to look more attractive to people, and that helps also. That makes people want to watch and listen to what you have to say and pay attention to you. So this can help you on the romantic level in your personal relationships, but it could be very beneficial to you in your career, your work, your business, whatever it is that is your livelihood. This can benefit you because not only that, if you're working on a team of some kind in your workplace, at your job, you will be heard because you might have some ideas to put forward that maybe on other occasions they weren't paying much attention to your ideas, and maybe you've got some really sound ideas that you would like to put into practice. Your higher ups will be more interested in hearing what you have to say. And you're coming from a place of confidence, of knowledge, of intelligence. It's like people will take you much more seriously. So use this to your advantage, whether it's in your existing workplace, or to get ahead, or to get your point across, or to apply for a new job, a promotion, a transfer, anything like that. Also on the romantic level, some Virgos, maybe you've been dating somebody for a while and things are going nicely, but you're not quite sure what this person is up to going forward. Are they just enjoying themselves for the moment, or are they looking for this to continue forward? You're going to be much more confident about speaking up and asking that person just where are they envisioning that you're going with this relationship. I just get this calm confidence, this strength, inner strength, and this is good. So, and it's good that you had that Ace of Swords, which I was getting a lot of strength for you with that card too. But this will help you use this energy to your advantage and however it might benefit you. Next card you have is Queen of Cups. The cups do relate to the water signs of Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. This could be you embodying the traits and emotions of the Queen of Cups in the month of June. The Queen of Cups has achieved a certain amount of financial security for herself. She gets to live a fairly comfortable life, and she knows that. She knows she's got a lot to be grateful for. She likes her home. She's got her home the way she wants it. She wears clothing that makes her feel comfortable and makes her feel prosperous. And so she might be kind of in an introspective mood. She could be kind of sensitive, introspective, maybe doing a little soul searching. However, this Queen of Cups, I get, now I feel like for some Virgos, you might actually be pregnant. This could even relate to a pregnancy where you're just feeling kind of content and calm and being a little introspective and quiet and just kind of, just not being overly outgoing at this time. And then, or not, for some, you might be pregnant. Otherwise, this could also relate to someone who is thinking about, dreaming about the right partner, a romantic partner. longing for the right partner. In some cases, you might already have your right partner, but they're out of town. They're in another state, another country, whatever, or you're separated for some reason. In other cases, you might be just dreaming of that person and wanting that person to finally come into your life. It's like, yes, I get to live a nice life. I'm comfortable otherwise. However, I want the love of my life. That's what I'm longing for. And so I do feel if this is you and you've got that longing in your heart, you are going to meet that person. They are coming your way. It's just everybody's on their own path and it's timing. Everybody's got to get through certain things, certain relationships, certain situations, and then you finally meet. I feel like the person you're supposed to be meeting, they're tied up in something kind of controversial right now. It could be a messy divorce or something they're going through, or some other financial thing they're stressing out about. I just feel like you are right. There is someone out there. It's just they're not ready for you. You're ready for them. They're not ready for you yet. They've still got to work through different entanglements or something like that. So you might still be waiting a little while, but be patient, because I feel like the one you're longing for, they're going to make their way around and you will be meeting that person. Now, in some cases, that Queen of Cups might refer to someone around you in your life in the month of May. It could be a family member, maybe someone you work with or whatever. But in other cases, I feel like you could be the one embodying the traits and emotions of the Queen of Cups. And next card you have is the Death card. This is showing an end of one part of your life and a new beginning. I'm feeling some relationship issues for some Virgos here. I feel like there's something about a relationship. Oh, you know what I'm getting? For somebody, because I might just be tuning in for one person, a relationship that's over with, it ended, and the person's still showing themselves around you in one way or another. It's kind of like you have been the one to end it, and they're kind of standing there stunned, like, I can't believe you did that. I can't believe you ended the relationship. And it was so obvious for a long time it needed to be over with. So you have decided just to move on, like you want to live a better life and have a better way for yourself. And that person just can't accept it. They didn't think you were going to do that. So that sounds like specific for one person. But otherwise, I am getting relationship matters for some other Virgos too, because I'm getting different scenarios for different people. And so for some other Virgos, you might still be in this relationship where you're just going through the motions. It's like the life got sucked out of it a good while back, and you're still in it and still around. Maybe even in some cases, you're both kind of living your own lives, but still spending time with each other. It's something that really just needs to be closed out, and both of you get a fresh start and move ahead, because both of you can have a much better life with someone that's more, in a more well-balanced relationship, maybe somebody that's better for you. But, and in some cases, this might be a living arrangement for some Virgos. Maybe it's someplace you've been living that it's kind of like you just know this should have ended. You need to move on. You need a better situation for yourself. And you might even feel right now you don't have the money for it. Just don't give up on it. Just keep making your plans and look outward, and just use the law of attraction and picturing and feeling the kind of environment you want to live in. I'm getting that for somebody. Work, it could be a work scenario for other people. Same situation. Even if you can't leave right this minute, be making your plans, looking out over the horizon. Because it does feel like endings, that it's time, it's overtime. I feel like it's past due for some of you to end this situation, whatever it is. It's a general reading, so this is not for everybody. It's whoever it applies to, okay? And you'll know if you're in some scenario where you know, okay, I should have moved on already. This is a good card to have following it, the Eight of Wands. This is about things moving ahead fast. I mean, action quickly, and it's enthusiastic action. It's welcome action and movement. So for those of you who are winding down on whether it's a living arrangement, a relationship, some job situation, things move forward for you really fast. It's like, and in some cases, this Eight of Wands can relate to travel by air. So some of you might actually be taking a trip, flying out somewhere, and also. But overall, relates to fast movement, things changing, and it's changed for the better. It's like something you get enthusiastic with. It makes you feel alive and energized, and that's what you need for those of you who have been in this empty, empty place. Okay, whether it was relationship, living arrangement, job, whatever it was, it's empty. It needs to be vacated. This pushes you forward, and it's just a breath of fresh air. It's like the sun shining on you. It's like, oh my God, you're ready for it. You just go full steam ahead. So this is a good news card for you. So be prepared for those kind of changes for the better, and be looking outward. Look out over the horizon if you need some new beginnings for yourself, because the energy is there for the universe just to pick you up and thrust you forward into your future for some great new beginnings that's going to make you feel much more energized and much more alive. Next card you have is the King of Swords. The swords do relate to the air signs of Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Now, in some cases, this could be someone who's around you in the month of June. King of Swords could be somebody in a position of authority. Could even be someone like a police officer or someone in military or that type of thing. But it could be someone in your workplace, maybe a manager or an owner of a business where you work, or maybe even a manager, owner of a business that you frequent, maybe where you go get some food or a cup of coffee or something. Could even be a neighbor, to tell the truth. This person can be very critical of other people. They are always sizing people up. Okay, this is not an ideal person to work for or to be looking to for any favors of any kind. So you wouldn't want to be applying for a job with this person, asking for a raise or a promotion with this person. I mean, if you have to, you do it and you just deal with it. But this person is more likely to be looking for a reason to say no than looking for a reason to say yes. I mean, if they have to say yes, they will. But I feel like this person, whatever it is, they grew up in the school of hard knocks and they feel like they had a tough time growing up and they've had a tough life, so they don't want to make it easy on anybody else. It's like they want other people to have a hard time also. They don't want to make anything easy for anyone. So if this person's around you in some capacity, just, do what you have to if you got to deal with them, but they may not be the ideal and I don't feel like they're out to get you in any way. I just feel like that's their personality. They're not, this person could just be very critical of other people. I mean, and that, on the other hand, that could be you, Virgo, and maybe you're feeling impatient with others because you've been working really hard and done a good job, and you see other people around you aren't working hard, or they're taking shortcuts, or not being honest or something, and you might be the one being critical of others and feeling like you just don't have patience for that. But in all likelihood, I feel like it's somebody that could possibly be around you. And then we have the Nine of Wands that I referred to earlier, along with that of Wands. It's just showing you are working hard. You're having a lot of responsibilities. And a lot of people have been at home lately. If you're at home, maybe you're working hard in your home, or maybe you're just feeling drained and exhausted and worried because of the current economic climate, or some other circumstances you're dealing with, maybe work-related or whatever, and you might just be feeling drained, like, oh God, how long do I have to deal with this situation? But you're very strong, and you've got the Strength card right above you. You've been down this road in some shape or form throughout your life anyway. You just keep persevering. You've got a lot of inner strength. You've got the physical strength. You just keep moving ahead and plowing ahead. And that's what the earth signs do anyway. They don't give up very easily at all. They're very strong, very solid people. They just keep plowing forward, and if they have things aren't going as well for them, well, that's just life. They just keep going, keep their eyes on their goal, on where they're going in their life. And they feel like giving up is like, they don't have the luxury of giving up. It's like that's not in their DNA. They're going to keep going and keep working and just keep plowing forward, no matter what other people are doing or saying or whatever. But sometimes you take on too much for yourself, like this Ten of Wands. So again, if you can find balance somehow, step back, look at your situation objectively, try to give yourself a little break, catch up on your rest, be nice to yourself, take some time off to relax and have some recreation, some enjoyment, catching up on your sleep or your family time or whatever pleases you, so you can add a little more balance to your life. The fact you got the 10 of Wands and the 9 of Wands, I mean, that is, to me, that's confirmation that you need to do something a little different to add more balance into your routine. Balance your life out a little better. Life is just too short. So find a way. Okay, next card, last card, Queen of Wands. The Wands do relate to the fire signs of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Queen of Wands. She has also now gotten herself into, she's worked hard also and managed to achieve a certain amount in her life. So she lives a good life. She enjoys her home, has a lot to be grateful for. She's a fairly prosperous person, but has worked very hard for years to get everything she has. She's very down to earth. She's not afraid to get her hands dirty. She doesn't feel like she's above others in any way, so she's the type of person that if she has a business or if she's a manager at a business and something, if they're shorthanded or whatever, she's the type to get in there and help out in order to get the job done. So this could be you by the end of June, embodying the traits and emotions of the Queen of Wands. Just you've been working hard. You've managed to get yourself into a certain amount of a secure position. So you do get to enjoy a fairly nice life for yourself, your home, your environment, whatever. So you have a lot to be grateful for, but at the same time, you've worked hard for everything you have. And the Queen of Wands she's the type that when she does take some time off, she might relax a little bit and have a little fun, but then her mind is back on the work that has to be done. So she can be a workaholic. She's been a workaholic on the occasions of her life. And that kind of is like Virgos. They're very hard-working people. They don't want to be workaholics, and the Queen of Wands doesn't want to be a workaholic. But she's the type that it's like, as long as there's responsibilities and work to be done, there she goes. She keeps working at things. And now this is the kind of person that if this is somebody around you in the month of June, this person is very fair-minded. This person, you can benefit from her. So if that's a manager, an owner at a place where you work or where you're applying for a job, she has a lot of compassion. And if she sees a good work ethic in you and honesty, those kind of traits that are important to her, she will reward you. So that's someone completely different from the person I see with that King of Swords personality. She would be a great person to be working for in some capacity, or even applying for a job with, or whatever it is you're applying for, a car loan, a mortgage, whatever. She's very fair-minded. Okay, now this deck I've been using, this is the Gilded Tarot by Cheryl Marchetti, and what I want to do now is pick one card from the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins deck by Doreen Virtue. So Magical Mermaids and Dolphins, what is your message for Virgo for the month of Virgo, for month of June? Okay, and be sure and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I post new videos. And check your rising and moon sign videos in case there's something that resonates with you in one of those. Okay, and then feel free to leave your comments. I welcome your comments. If anyone would like a private reading, rates and contact info are listed below. Okay, Magical Mermaids and Dolphins, what is your message for Virgo for the month of... Okay, I'll fan these out. Okay, this says yes. Your intuition is correct. Take action accordingly. All right. Well, whatever's on your mind, Virgo, think about that. Yes, your intuition is correct. Take action accordingly. Okay, that sounds like a good card. Good message. All right. Next, I'm going to pick one card from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed. Okay, spirit animals, what is your message for Virgo for the month of June? Virgo, what's your message? Uh-oh, almost dropped that. For Virgo for the month of June. Let me fan these out. See, what's the message for Virgo? These cards stick together. Oh, I like this. This is so pretty. Canary Spirit. Isn't that beautiful? Look at those beautiful colors. And the canary's wearing a crown. Canary spirit, sing your own song. I love that message. Beautiful. This is such beautiful colors and the imagery. That is just gorgeous. Canary spirit, sing your own song. I agree completely. Be who you are and be free to be yourself. Okay, now, last but not least, I'll pick one card from Messages from Your Angels. Okay, angels, what is your message for Virgo for the month of June? What is your message for Virgo for Virgo? I'm going to give it one more shuffle. I'll fan these out. What is your message for Virgo for the month of June? Okay, let's see here. Okay, this is Angel Athena. It is safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. I think that ties in with that strength card here. Angel Athena. It is safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. That's a great message to end on. Okay, Virgo, well, I hope you're happy with your reading for the month of June. Be sure and check your rising moon sign videos in case there's something that resonates. Feel free to leave your comments. I welcome your comments. And if anyone would like a private reading, my rates and contact info are listed below. Have a wonderful moon, and we'll talk again soon.